Okay, let's talk about equipment, shall we? Like, there's a couple of things that we've got that you do need, that would be useful, but you absolutely not 100% need them. So, a camera like this one, this is just a Logitech 920C. We've had this Logitech camera for God knows how long, 5 years. It's the same camera. The latest Logitech camera is a 922C. It's basically the same camera. You can upgrade for a 4K Brio, it's like £193. These you can probably pick up for 75 quid, maybe £100, something like that on Amazon. Also, you want a microphone because, like, people will take out of focus or poor lighting, but what they won't accept on a podcast is bad sound. And so we've actually upgraded to this here microphone. This is a Rode. It's a USB microphone, so it just plugs in via the USB. It's a really cool piece of kit. I can probably show you this a little bit more. It's a nice piece of kit. Not cheap, £200 and odd, but then not overly expensive either, quite frankly. Highly worth it. When we first started podcasting, by the way, this is the device that we used. We used a mobile phone. In fact, that wasn't even the device. It was an iPhone 5S. 5.5 years ago. 5S, an iPhone 5S. Can you imagine that? It's this tiny little thing, and then we'd stick in a headset, and we'd sometimes be walking. I did a podcast. I'm sat down by the cafe next to the beach, and the guy's rolling his beer barrels down, and I still went live. Sometimes we would use the microphone and the camera on the laptop. The other thing that I'd suggest that you get is like a tripod. This is a really small, crappy tripod. This one's really just for mobile phones. The tripod that we got the camera on right now is a Joby Gorilla, which means that if there's a bar, we can wrap it around a bar, a piece of scaffolding or whatever, or a lamppost or something, just to wrap it round a tree, a curtain rail, anything like that, some handrails, and then we can attach it. But we don't do any of that. It's just sat here waiting for me. And then my studio is... I'm not going to show you it because it's a mess. My studio is my lounge. And my desk, I sit here all day long. And when I finish doing this, I put the webcam down. And then I'm back to working again. So I sit here quite often during the day, except if it's sunny, I'll take the laptop and we'll go outside into the garden next to the pool, which is really nice, and we're very fortunate to be able to do that, of course. But we've got some lighting, so we've got 2 lights here, which I can control off my mobile phone. These are Philips Hues. They are quite expensive, like £100 for these 2 lights. I'm just going to change the lighting so you can see here. And I actually bought these not for lighting on... live streams, but because for the light up like orange and red soft glows. But I can change the lighting here to all sorts of different things just off my mobile phone, which is really cool. I look very purple there, and so we're back there. I've also got 2 backlights. So here I've got a red ring circle light, and then down here on the floor I've actually got a blue ring circle light, which I picked up for like 15 quid each. If I just light up the background, I can actually change colours on those. Let's do this one. Colour. So I can actually change colours. There we go. What's that? It's purple, red, green, blue. And I just like the contrast between the red and the blue. So the red and the blue. I just like the contrast between the two. And that's it. Oh, one other thing, we've got one other ring light here, which if I switch it off... there we go. That's switched off. And so you can see a bit of difference on the lighting. The one extra thing that I really need is it's called a key light, and it's to light me up, and it should be just up here, basically. Just up there that points directly at me. And we've got a little bit of fuzziness, I notice, on the actual screen, on the actual image, and that's because actually there's not enough lighting. The only other lights I've got on are the actual room lights, and I've got the curtains open to let natural daylight in as well. I've got another window here which I could open that, and that, as you can see, opens up daylight, but it's a bit yucky out there, so that's why we don't bother with that. But literally, that's the equipment that you need. But you don't need any of that.